What's good, family? Welcome back. We're going to get into another collective reading for today. Today's collective reading, I have a download for you guys. The download that came in for me to share with you guys is who told you life was all about pleasure? Okay, so I got this download yesterday and it just made me think about, a lot of times when we go through things and then we experience things, we say, why me? Or why do I got to go through certain things? But who actually told us that life is supposed to be all about pleasure, that being pleased every single moment of life? Okay, so we're gonna get into this energy. We're gonna see what spirit has to say while this download is coming up. Remember, this is a collective reading, family. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with 3 cards here, family. All right, you got the 6 of Pentacles showing up here. You got the Strength card showing up here. And this reading is already coming out beautifully. Let's get one more card here, family. Okay, we got actually 2 cards that came out here. So we'll get into that, okay? So remember, today's download is who told you life is supposed to be pleasureful all the time? Well, who told you that life is all about pleasure? So we're gonna get into it, starting with this 6 of Pentacles. So it seems like some of you think that life is all about someone giving you something, or someone taking care of you, or someone being nice to you, or someone, and it's not about that. It's really saying, what can you give? How can you give? How can you be of service of others? Okay, this is the first message that's coming up here. Let's get some clarification. The Chariot card showing up here in reverse. Okay, some of you may need to be helpful to people who may not have transportation. Okay, all right, you may need to be helpful to people who are in a stagnant state. What can you do to serve? Okay, this is what I feel. The Queen of Cups showing up here in reverse. We're gonna clarify that Queen of Cups here in reverse. Why is the Queen showing up here in reverse? Okay. I feel like some of you actually need to be in more of service to others, because if you can do this, you will see yourself in other people. We all are one. We just having different experiences, okay? I feel like you can see the beauty in others, or you can see yourself in others, okay? I feel like sometimes you don't like to help others, or sometimes you don't like to put yourself into others' lives, okay? But I feel like sometimes you need to do that, especially when it comes to, you see somebody who needs a ride, you know what I mean, that or someone that need a ride, or something that you can do to be helpful to someone that that's trying to do good, that's trying, okay? What can you do to serve? This is the message that's coming up here, okay? The projection card showing up here, the 7 showing up here. This is talking about spirit putting you in positions to be helpful to others, all right? Don't take them lightly. So if you're in a position to give somebody a ride, do it, especially if it's someone that you trust. Don't just pull up and let anybody get in your whip. But I'm just saying, spirit wants to know, what can you do to serve? Okay, life ain't all about pleasure and, just making yourself happy. Sometimes you need to go out the way from other people. Who told you life was all about pleasure? Life is about serving others. Okay, this is what I see for your first energy. We're going to get into your strength card here. This is talking about building up some type of strength. Okay, so some of you have been through messed up situations, hard situations here, and you realize that through your discomfort you actually grew a lot of strength. So let's get into that. Yeah, the Devil card showing up here in reverse. I feel like you had to disconnect from things that no longer serve you, and that took a lot of strength for you to do. Okay, so who told you life was all about pleasure? All right, sometimes even when we don't have pleasure in life, we're still learning. And I feel like some of you have been through situations where you had to detach from people, places, or things that was hard for you. Some of you had drug addictions, relationship addictions, all kind of addictions, and you separated yourself from that, which you grew a level of strength, or being able to separate yourself from that, you found the strength within. And I feel like that's another element of life. You know what I'm saying? Life ain't always got to be pleasurable, but you can learn lessons and you can learn your power by going through situations that's not so pleasing. Okay, this is what I see for you, family. We want to get one more clarification card here. I actually want to pull the angel card on this one. One card out, family. Walking away. Yeah, some of you had to walk away from things, and walking away, you learned your strength. You gained your strength, okay? You gained your power back by disconnecting with things that no longer serve you. And this was so hard for you, okay? This was so hard for you. You had to walk away from things that you thought would be in your life forever, okay? Some of you had to walk away from addictions that you used to cope with things that you were dealing with in your life, and now you have to face those things. Some of you had to walk away from relationships that you never thought you would be able to, but in the midst of that pain, you grew your strength. You grew your strength. Okay, family? Let's get into the next energy here. The next energy we have here is the 21 in the Lenormand. The 21 in the Lenormand symbolizes obstacles, challenges, difficulties, and delays. Okay, then we have this card here, which symbolizes endings, progress, in adaptation. Okay, so remember, we're talking about who told you life is all about pleasure. All right, so this here is talking about some challenges, some obstacles that you had to go through. This is talking about getting some type of delays. I feel like through life you don't have to get a lot of delays, some challenges, some obstacles that delayed you. Let's get some clarification here. Some challenges and obstacles that delayed you, family. Let me go back into that 20. Ending, progress, adaptation. Okay, so I feel like this is saying learning to adapt even when you're being delayed. You know, learning to adapt even when you're being delayed, even when what you want is being delayed. You're learning to adapt. You're learning to be patient. You know what I mean? You're learning to get on that frequency until it's your time. Okay, so this is what I see. These are the things that life has teach you, even through your displeasure, even through your delays. You know that you can adapt, and that one day, if you stay on that frequency, that you can manifest what you want. Let's get some more clarification here, family. This came here out in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles showing up here in reverse. This is staying stuck when it comes to like tangible things. So I feel like some of you have been stuck in situations for a long time that you couldn't get out of, but you learned to adapt to those situations. You know what I'm saying? Even though things are against your control sometimes, you learn how to adapt no matter what the situation is, okay? This is what I see. Some of you know how to struggle. Some of you know how to go through the struggle. And I feel like that's something that you learned here on your life's journey. We're going to get one more card here. Ace of Pentacles. We'll get one more card. You got two cards here. You got the Five of Swords, talks about changing your mind. And then you have the Two of Swords showing up here. So I feel like some of you are realizing that some of your delays are coming from other people, or you want other people to go with you, or you want other people to agree with you. Okay. And all that shit has changed your mind. You're realizing that sometimes you don't have to adapt if you just go along. Sometimes you don't have to have a delay if you just go along, okay? Especially when people don't have the same mind frame, goals, ambition as you. I feel like this is something that you learn in your life's journey. Remember, we're tapping into the energy of who told you life's supposed to be pleasurable, all right? So we have one energy coming up here, talks about what are you doing for others? Are you being in service to others, all right? This talks about someone around you may need transportation help right now. If you can be willing to help, understand we all can be in situations where we need somebody help. You also have the Strength card showing up here. Some of you been through situations that you had to walk away from. Drug addictions, family members, romantic situations, things that you had to walk away from. This was very hard for you. This was not a pleasing thing for you. But in this situation, you gained your strength. Also, we have another energy coming up here. I hope it resonates with someone. Talking about experiencing delays. These are the things in your life that wasn't pleasurable, dealing with delays. But in these delays, you learn to adapt. You learn to adjust to if certain people are a fit for your life, or if certain situations are a fit for your life based on the goals that you had. So even though certain situations in your life wasn't pleasurable, they served a purpose. Okay, family? This is what I see for you at this time. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me get a blue heart if any of these messages resonates with you today, family. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up this video if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, family.